I'm interested to see how this turns out.
Yeah, same.
Because these two players are really good at waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good at waiting, but I feel like Chewy's gonna... The onus is gonna be more on Chewy to approach than anything, because, you know, Azer's got grenades.
I feel like Azer also gets impatient when playing Chewy specifically, compared to any other player.
Yeah, that could be like a friendship thing.
Yeah. I feel like because he knows he plays patient, but... Because I was talking to him, and he says, if I outlane him, then I'm just going to speed up the pace and get more impatient, because that usually works on Chewy. And a lot of people were telling him no. And he thought about it, and he was like, that kind of makes sense. But with how Zeus deals with people standing in place and working off a position, even with spin dash,
Okay,
Azer usually has a really hard problem pulling out grenades, and we saw that at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, grenades, they kind of make a noise, like turnips do when you collect them. And Sonic's one of the characters that's so fast that on reaction he can just like hear you
get there in time.
And he's just he's on top of you.
Yeah.
Luckily, and it's kind of weird because against most characters, Snake has this ability to just kind of block and let grenade explode, but it doesn't really work against Sonic because Sonic can convert his attacks just directly into a grab. Yeah. Like side B grab or dash attack cancel grab is the big one.
I don't know how fast Snake pulls out his grenades in PM, but I know in Brawl it was frame 1. So
that makes sense. There's the time to like drop it and recatch it.
Yeah.
I think is the real problem. But even very few frames is enough a lot of the time just for Sonic to close a large amount of distance.
Ooh, missing that plant. Because, okay, so a big problem, and I feel like almost anyone who plays Snake knows that once you're on platform, the big thing that a lot of Snakes are going to do is try to stick you.
Yeah.
It's just common knowledge. Everyone holds shields, but Zeus, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the Snake version of the command grab.
Yeah, Zeus can just straight up just jump and no fear.
Yep.
Or he can just go for things like neutral B. I feel like...
Oh, God. Yeah, read the spin dash on get up and just got him with another trig. Okay, we got the dive kick.
The thing is that if Zeus does get stuck again, he has to be super careful when up being.
Ooh.
Because a lot of the time that does lead to stick.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, up B, that is I don't think we're going to see Chewy's sweet spot, but it would definitely help if he did.
Yes, most definitely.
That is definitely one of the skills that I don't think Chewy will ever employ. That and wave dashing. Those are the forbidden Chewy techniques.
Wow.
Then again, he learned to shield drop one day, so the world is a crazy place.
Yeah. Oh.
Tried to get the fade back, but didn't commit it to going forward.
That was a good grab, too, just realizing that he was doing aerial drift in. Sonic not having the best aerial drift, by the way.
No, not at all. He could have faded back to ledge, but he went for the no mix-up.
Yeah.
Oh. Just go straight at your opponent.
Yeah, just going for that grab. And a lot of the time, so I think of spin dash as run-up shine for Fox.
Yeah.
It's almost just as fast, if not faster.
Yeah, it's it's faster to get in on people, and you can like with shine you have to run a certain distance before you get the running shine. Spin dash you can just start whenever.
Exactly.
So it's more applicable from different ranges. It has similarities, and it also just converts into grab.
But I feel like Zeus uses it in the same regards as run up shine.
Yeah, it's his overshoot tool. It's his best approach.
And it also helps with limiting space when people are in the corner. Literally the exact same thing as run up shine.
And it's a constant hitbox, so it's better than shine in a lot of ways because it's like you can't challenge it a lot of the time.
That's true.
Certain characters can, like, it's negatively disjointed, so you can just like out hitbox it a lot of the time. But it's dangerous to challenge. It's the real problem. The floor is lava when you play against Sonic.
Alright, Azer using all of his strengths. Reloading it still. I actually didn't know this, but I think a few months ago, a few months ago, I didn't know that you can manually reload Trank.
Yep.
But yeah, Azer messaged me saying that he his controller would accidentally manually reload Trank sometimes when he was trying to do certain techs. And that's when we were saying that Azer couldn't count to 3, but
Yeah.
that's just his controller goofing.
Do we have proof that Azer can count to 3, though?
Yeah. So, that time, I don't know, because he clearly used his 3. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Ooh, last stock. Oh!
Fades back. Yeah, tried to grab, but...
Yeah. So, the big thing, really questionable, but you can't do it because Snake's Crawl is... To beat Snake's Crawl, you have to dash grab.
Yeah, with a lot of characters you do.
Yes, with a lot of characters you have to dash grab. But a lot of the time you are going to see a lot of snakes just go for forward tilt, jab, because it pushes your shield away. They'll immediately go for crouch, and then they'll win the struggle war.
Chewy could have gotten a grab there if he shield DI'd on the first jab, or he had just waited out the jabs. And then he might have had to wave dash, so never mind. That was an impossible task. But going to Dreamland, I heavily disagree with this pick. I think...
Yeah.
I also disagree with the Battlefield start because you have Green Hill, PS2, and Smashville available. And less platforms is generally really good for Sonic, and more platforms is generally really good for Snake.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like the Snake counter pick in this matchup.
Gotta be careful.
We'll see. I don't know what he banned. Fades back. Comes up, back up with the backer. Okay. Got him jumping, so only got the damage.
Oh. So he keeps trying to contest him in the air.
Oh, God.
And I do like Dreamland for Snake more than anything else. Yeah, that's why it's super disagreeable, because Azer could honestly just camp platforms all he wants. Because that's the biggest problem for Sonic, or Shadow in this regards, is that he doesn't have any solid punishes.
Sonic's best stage is FD because he's a stage hazard character where he spins on FD. You can't escape the spin dash.
Yeah.
You eventually are going to have to land on the ground, and you can't go to a platform. But on this stage, there's really wide platforms, which is even worse, and it's with Snake, who's like one of the best at abusing that. Because he's just got more space to set up his traps. Although he's making it work, so
yeah,
you know, whatever.
Oh, most definitely. Oh my goodness.
Okay, slam dunk.
Cypher saving him that time, as I say that.
Caught him trying to tech and then slammed him in with the forward air.
Oh, so planning that down smash. I don't know what planning the mine in that certain position is used for.
I don't know.
I know Azer does it a lot, especially in the corner. I feel like it's just to hold neutral, and if
it's to
it's a grab.
Yeah, it's to get people to have to jump over you, over the mine, because they can't just because either you get hit by the mine, or you have to go. He knows where you're gonna approach from.
Yeah. Well, I see even just with a lot of snakes like Flip or Rex, what they'll do is that they'll plant a mine on one of the platforms rather than the stage, and then they'll camp the other side of the platform.
Yeah,
or the other side of the stage. So it makes it so you're limiting space for your opponent on the side that that the snake is camping.
Yeah, I think Azer's strategy more relies on him outpatiencing people, because eventually people are going to want to approach. I don't think it's going to work on Chewy, but most people have a tendency to want to approach in this game. And he's making it so that you have one avenue to approach, and he will be able to cut you off no matter what you do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Big back air.
And Zeus now in the lead.
Honestly, it's weird, because, it's not that Azer isn't living longer, because he's actually living longer, for sure. It's just Chewy's been outplaying him in neutral. I don't think it has anything to do with the stage. I think it's just the adjustments he made from Game 1 to Game 2.
I also think that Zeus is just really good at punishing Azer's recovery.
Yeah, he is.
He's really good at tracking the rise of Cypher, and that's a big problem with Snake, is that he rises so slow in the beginning.
Sonic's one of the best characters, I would say. Sonic's top 5 edge guarder, period, in the game. But he's one of the best characters for sure at edge guarding Snake. Most characters really can't do it that well. But characters that can just kind of go out there and challenge him safely are really good at it.
Just with no fear as well. Ooh.
Yeah, see, he just went out there and dive kicked. Because he knows if, like, he gets the clean hit, he's just dead. Otherwise, he gets bounced back up by Cypher, so there's, like, no risk.
Yeah, and Zeus seeming fairly confident.
So it's weird. I think Chewie will ban probably Wario Land.
Yeah.
And then I don't actually know what else. Maybe Fountain? Based on how Dreamland went, I don't think he'll ban Delfino. And he already lost on Battlefield. This is a weird set.
I don't know. I feel like it's really hard for Azer to even control the pace on these larger stages. I feel like that's one of the reasons why he didn't ban Dreamland.
And PS2.
Or why they went to Dreamland is because, well, yeah, you don't want to die off the top.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just feel like Neutral's a lot worse on that. Better for Sonic on that stage. And I think, like, I feel like it's exaggerated how small PS2 ceiling is a lot of the time. Because it's small, but it's not like... I feel like the neutral advantages on that stage outweigh, like, dying off the top. Yeah. And honestly, he wasn't sticking him that much. Reno, though, kind of weird, because you'd think of this as, like, this is the Chewie counter.
The
Chewie counter pit.
I feel like Azer is super good at winning these scramble situations.
Yeah, he is. Snake is actually... There are a few characters that are really, really good at scrambles. Snake and Peach are, like, probably top 2.
Yeah.
Because down airing out of situations and having Grenade as a backup plan, it's very hard to just, like, tussle with them.
Even just up B out of shield.
Yeah.
Up tilt if you wanted. Really good.
Yeah, he's very
True
heavy.
crouches are especially annoying.
Yeah, he's a very heavy boy. Sonic's got ways around crouch with, like, side B into, like, grab or down B is, like, you can crouch cancel the spin dashes, but it's, like, it's hard to challenge them.
And a lot of the time, if you're put in that scramble situation against Snake, a majority of the time you are going to get stuck. I feel like a lot of high-level Snakes, super good at, with awareness, win their opponents in hit stun and know almost any situation in which they could just stick you.
Yeah. Snake is very, very good up close, and he's very, very good far away. The characters that tend to give him the most trouble are, like, mid-range characters, because he doesn't really have answers to, like, mid-range folks very well. But the problem, the thing about that is even then, Snake, like, it's easy to say, okay, I can just forward air with Marth, tipper forward air all day, but eventually you're going to be like, okay, I can go in now, and you're going to make a mistake, because we're humans.
Yeah. But it's not even just that, because there are multiple ways that you could threaten the mid-range to begin with. And it doesn't always have to be with clear-cut answers.
Yeah, for sure. And dash dancing around things is good. Azer's gotten much better at taking space, I will say, though. So that's not just like a clear-cut answer. It used to be a clear-cut answer against him, was just playing around the mid-range and just staying right outside of there. But he's gotten better at, like, taking the space slowly.
Oh, that Dacus was extremely good just to continue neutral.
Oh, God. Tried to read the wake up.
Oh, hitting him with that trank, but still not good enough. Not gonna kill himself.
Gets the shift with the grenade.
Yeah, and that's so a big thing that Snakes do in general with grenades on shields is that they'll cook it, and people a lot of times you will get grabs. That's just how it goes. But you're forced into shield after your grab that you won't get a conversion. But Sonic's fast enough that he's gonna get a conversion anyways.
Yeah, Sonic will always get a conversion.
Yeah, and we saw that.
His up throw is pretty nutty, and no matter how far you DI it, he's going to chase after you and he's gonna get you.
I can't believe that Nair killed.
And he just got him. Well, that's it. We're about to have more Sonic on the stream, though.
Yeah. So is this going to be Sonic Oracle,
Shokyo.
right? Oh, wait,
Shokyo.
no.
Yeah.
Shokyo.
Yeah, because loser semis. And then we're going to get more Oracle action.
Wow.
Oh, we got the elevator music, though.
Yeah.
Getting hype.
This is the past win victory after a certain character wins. Yeah, so...
All right. Yeah, we're about to...